I'm Katie.albee. I'm a real estate agent in Boulder, Colorado. Today's video is about the buyer's settlement statement. This is a statement that you're going to receive probably about 24 hours before closing that shows you the final figures of what your credits and your debits are going to be. It's also going to show you the total amount of the cash that you need to bring to closing. And that cash that you bring to closing might be in the form of a cashier's check or of a wire transfer, and that's something that you can work with your title company ahead of time to know. So now, in this buyer's settlement statement, you're going to see a list of items and you're going to see a debit column and a credit column. The first thing you're going to see is the purchase price. This is the final amount that you've agreed at which to buy the home. And for you, this is going to show up as a debit because this is the amount of money that you owe to the seller for their home. Next, you're going to see new loan charges. These are all the charges that are coming from your lender. And this is not an exhaustive list, but these are some of the charges that you're going to see. And you can always work with the title company or your lender to fully understand what are all these different charges. Now, interestingly enough, you're going to see the loan amount here. It's going to be the same amount as the purchase price. In this particular case, it's going to look like a credit for you because the bank is giving you this money, so that's a credit for you, and then you can turn around and give it to the seller, which is a debit. The rest of these charges here are going to be a debit because it's something that you owe. You're going to see the origination fee and the processing fee. This is just the price of doing business with your lender to have them service your loan. Then you're going to see an appraisal fee here. So a lender wants to make sure that they get your house appraised while you're under contract so they're not lending too much on your home. And although the lender at first orders this appraisal and pays for it, in the end they make sure that you're the one who's actually paying for it. They're also going to be running a credit report for you, so that will show up as a charge. And then you're going to see a couple other charges, and this is what's going to get lumped into your monthly mortgage payment. And so what the lender is going to do is they're going to make sure up front they have the money to pay your mortgage for maybe the first month or 2 months. And what this consists of is this homeowner's insurance premium. Then they're going to have the loan interest. So in time, you'll end up paying down some of the principal of your mortgage, but at first it's mostly just interest. And then these tax reserves. So when you pay your mortgage every month, you're paying not only the loan itself, but then also the taxes and this homeowner's insurance. Next are going to be the title charges. This is what the title company is charging you for their services. The first is the closing fee. And right now in Colorado, in this market, it's pretty typical that this cost is split 50-50 between the buyer and the seller. So your half of this, if that's how the contract works out, is going to show up as a debit. Next, the title company is going to charge a loan closing fee. This is the cost for them to work back and forth with your lender, so to make sure that they are collecting all the money that the lender needs and then giving that money to them at closing. Next is going to be the tax certificate. This is the title company reaching out to the county so they can figure out how much is going to be owed in real estate taxes on this home. Next are some recording fees. The title company needs to work with the county to make sure a handful of different documents are recorded with the county. Now there may be more documents here that need to be recorded than what I'm showing, but these are ones that are most likely going to show up for you. The first is the warranty deed. This is the title company recording with the county who the new owner of this home is, and that would be you. Next, they are recording the deed of trust. What the title company is saying is who is this new mortgage company and for how much is that loan. And then in Colorado, we have something that's called a documentary fee, or it might be called a tax stamp. And this is a state fee. The state of Colorado likes to charge 0.1% of the purchase price of your home. And they want to make sure that not only is that fee paid, but it gets recorded with the county. Next are probations. This is going to come up with any kind of cost involved in the home that are paid in arrears. And the best example are the county taxes. So say you purchase a home in 2018, you're not going to see the bill for that until the following year. And it's going to include the entire year. Now, even though you didn't live there the entire year, the title company is making sure they're collecting the portion of that cost for when the seller lived there. Then they're giving that money to you, so come tax time, you have all the money you need to pay those real estate taxes. Another potential proration cost are going to be HOA dues, if those are also paid in arrears. Now, finally, if you are purchasing a home that has an HOA, there could be a few other costs involved. Sometimes the HOA, they will charge a fee for recording who this new owner is, that transfer of ownership. It might show up as a status letter or a record change, and there might be a special assessment going on. Now, we don't know yet whether or not that's going to be a debit or a credit for you. It really depends how you work that out with the seller while under contract. So here's an overall general list of what you can expect to see in your settlement statement. Know that there could be a few other line items that come up, and your title company may categorize things differently or call things different than what I've listed here. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to your representative at the title company. They should be able to explain everything to you, and it's important that you feel really confident and comfortable with what you're going to see at the closing table, especially since you're going to be bombarded with so many documents. I hope this is helpful. Thank you for watching.